Number 2, representing percents on a grid. Show each percent on the grid. A glass of orange juice has 120% of the recommended daily amount of vitamin C. So to show 120%, you're going to need 2 grids. One grid will do 100%, but we've got more than that, so we need something to do the extra. So in the first grid that shows 100%, we're going to shade 100 squares. And in the second grid that shows the additional 20% needed, we will shade 20 squares. So to do that, I'm going to use my highlighter. And then I need to do 2 rows on the second one. So there we go. We've got 120 squares shaded, so that is what we need to do. Now, part B, Canada has 0.5% of the world's population. That's a pretty small percentage for such a big country. 0.5% is a fractional percent, and it's between 0 and 1%. So we need to use one grid with an enlarged square, right here, to show this. So we need to zoom in on one of them, and it's 0.5, so it's half of the square needs to be shaded. So you can divide that in half, and then you will need to shade 1/2 of it. So that now represents, and I'll do a little bit of the zoomed in one too. That represents 1/2 of a percent. Part C. A credit card company charges an interest rate of 18.25% on unpaid balances. 18.25% is a fractional percent. It's between 1% and 100%. It's actually between 18% and 19%. So it's less than 100%, so we can use one grid with an enlarged square. And in this case, the fractional part is 1/4. So I'm going to divide it in 4 and shade in one corner. Now, that takes care of the 1/4%, but I still have this 18% to deal with, so I need to shade in 18 other squares. So I'm going to shade in 9 in this top, or 8 in the top row. And then the second row, I'm going to shade the whole thing. So I now have 18 complete squares shaded, plus 1/4 of a square shaded. So now, not only can we interpret a grid that's presented to us, but we can actually create our own based on this now as well. So, one last show you know. Give it a go.